any of you people have seen Manhunter, which is a movie about a serial killer named the Tooth Fairy, and we have Will Smith, Will something. Will, can't think of his last name. Yeah. Anyway, the FBI is searching for this serial killer nicknamed the Tooth Fairy, who kills families while they sleep. Now, I've conditioned the environment just so, for a particular reason. It's like a film, but it's kind of got the real flavor to it. Yeah, I mean, a taste for, stuff. All right, so you just gotta have a feel for this. But anyway, the Tooth Fairy works at a film developing facility. Yeah, and then he meets a blind woman who also works at a film facility. That's how he selects his victims. He sees pictures of them, and he knows where they live because they have to have addresses on the request for developing film. So anyway, the Tooth Fairy is like a really big motherfucker. But anyway, now that I've conditioned everything perfectly using my somewhat infamous indexing method, they have film canisters. That is, you can't open these film canisters because they need to be protected from light. It's like old-fashioned shit. It's not digital. And somebody in a fairly prominent position in a prominent place, who works for a prominent person, has these film canisters, and inside the film canisters there are 2 weapons, and these weapons are nothing to bullshit about. I mean, they're serious fucking weapons. They're like the infamous Bouncing Betty, Soviet era. But they don't contain common explosives. They contain something like Astrolite G, a really, really, really ramped up version of Astrolite G, which is an incredibly powerful explosive. Right, one of the most powerful explosives ever existed, except for a nuke. Anyway, so what happens is like a jack-in-the-box. So what happens is somebody decides that since they have these film canisters and they can't be opened, and the person that has access to them is only the real speaker of the house, not this house, the house in Parliament. You know where Parliament is? That's in Heathrow. It's in the airport. Anyway, somebody tampers with these things. Anyway, the clown would jump out of the box. That's where all these clown sightings have been about. They're signals. They're gross, incredibly crude signals, but they're very powerful because they know that when somebody opens the goddamn jack-in-the-box, guess what? Armageddon. Armageddon out of here. Which is to say, basically, everything goes! Big fireball. Yeah, news at 11. In this case, news at 3. Anyway, I can't go there anymore because Jason forbid me. Now, Jason, I would say, is a motherfucker. Which I don't know if he actually fucks his mother. I don't think he has a mother, but he says I can't go there anymore. But that's what he says. That's what the motherfucker says. Well, anyway, I shouldn't say anything because I was drinking pretty heavily. And who am I? Well, I'm... who? Yeah.